Hi everyone, and welcome to day 2 of the 12 Days of Stitchmas with Spellbinders. Let's take a look at what is in store for today. Today we have this really cute die set, Merry and Bright, to spell out a sentiment on the front of our panel, and the stitching is going to be in the ampersand sign. Is that how you say it? Ampersand sign? That is where the stitching is. Keep in mind you can do your stitching or just do the die cutting and not do any stitching. You can use it both ways. So let's create a project. All right, so here is what I'm looking at right now. I went through my scraps actually because I wanted to create a rainbow for each letter. I wanted to turn it into a different color. So I die cut out the word Merry multiple times from just these different colors of cardstock. I have the and sign out of brushed gold, and then I die cut the word Bright from the rest of the colors of the rainbow. I obviously have an extra set here because I'm not sure how this is going to look. So I kind of gave myself a few options. So I'm going to start picking out the letters in that rainbow order and start arranging it and seeing what plays out. Okay, I like that alignment. I might be a little crooked, but I like that alignment. So I'm gonna grab some tape. This is a Scotch removable tape. Ooh, a little bit of static there. And that's gonna pick up my letters. Just need to adjust this one because he kind of jumped on me. Let's see if I can straighten that out. So there, I kind of like that. I just need to get that centered. And the way I'm looking at that to get that centered is I'm going to line up this middle R with my and sign because then I have an even amount of letters after it. So I think that's how that's going to work. You know, let's just get off the cardstock for a second. And let's just line up our letters right on our work surface. There we have the finished card. Another clean and simple design, but I put in some rainbow colors for a fun and bright look. And that is using day 2 of the 12 Days of Stitchmas from Spellbinders. This is the Merry and Bright. Again, the stitching is on that and sign. And you can do it with or without the stitching. This time I decided to go without the stitching. So for my letters, just so you know, I did go through my scraps in case I didn't say this earlier, and I picked out from my scraps. So some of them are Spellbinders cardstock, some of them are not, some of them came from Concord and Ninth. It was just going off of the vibe that I wanted, the different colors that I wanted. So like I said, some of them are Spellbinders, some of them are Concord and Ninth, and then I have a whole pile so I could continue just changing up that rainbow. Maybe I start with the orange instead of the red. So you really have more cards you can make with those leftover cardstock pieces. All right, friends, thank you so much for joining me today for day 2 of the 12 Days of Stitchmas. I will have links to the previous video at the end of this one. So if you missed day 1, you can check that out. I also have a playlist created for both of the 12 Days of Stitchmas and also the Crafty Advent Calendar if you're interested in checking either one of those out. Thank you all so much for joining me. I will have this posted over on my blog afterwards, so you can view that as well if you want to save that for reference, and the supplies that I'm using linked down below in the video description. Thanks everybody, and see you real soon.